Alright, now that we have exited the Great Hollow, we are moving on to Ash Lake. And look at all those. Those are all trees, just like the one that we just left. The world's a big place. So this is the bottom of the world, basically. If those trees are holding up the rest of the world, this is the bottom. You can just you can feel the vast expanse of space and emptiness here. Don't think I didn't see that bonfire. So clearly people have been down here. They've made the ladders. Someone set up a bonfire. There's a Hydra here. How does there... Oh. Oh my. Hey, folks.
My father. All is hollow now. His things are good. He will cause no more trouble. It's finally over. I will return to Katharina. You assisted us both greatly. I can hardly return the favor, but please accept this. It's of no use to me now.
So Ziegland will give you the Titanite slab. That's the final crafting ingredient for regular weapon upgrades. Allows you to bring a plus 14 to a plus 15.
Oh, Father. Dear Father. Oh, Father. Dear Father.
So yeah, our buddy Siegmeyer, he is no longer. So yeah, why did Siegmeyer go hollow? Well, I know that there are competing theories. I'm not going to try to explain all of them. My idea is that his whole quest was trying to prove himself this great, manly warrior and worthy husband and powerful father, and felt that he needed to be this great warrior to fulfill those kind of family roles and masculine roles. And he's not very good at it. He keeps messing up. He can't figure out how to get to Sens. He gets scared off by the Silver Knights in Anor Londo. He is just ineffectual against those spaghetti monsters in Lost Izalith. He needs your help for that. And he ultimately just feels that he cannot live up to those standards that he has kind of conjured in his mind for himself, and in giving up, he became hollow. Now, why did Ziegland say that she had to kill him again? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's possibly just a bad translation. It may just be he was killed before, and that's part of why he feels the need to become this great warrior, to kind of make up for that. And when she says, kill him again, it's just, he's dying again. He's being killed again, not necessarily by her again. Alternatively, he didn't have great family relations, and this journey was something of a redemption for him. I don't feel like that works quite as strongly, but it doesn't depend upon, mistranslation. Yeah, maybe he had some family squabbles and felt that he needed to become better father and husband by becoming a warrior. Either way, he was clearly treasured by his daughter, and I believe we heard a message from his wife as well that they did love him, and he was pretty decent father. But, too little, too late. I think maybe alternative theory is that he got the message from the wife, and that, like, that was all that was keeping him going or something, and so now he went hollow, and that's why she killed him? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Our good buddy wasn't good enough for himself, or something. Alright, so, Ash Lake, not a huge area. We've got this huge skybox. We can see all the trees around. The actual area, it's basically this beach, and the tree on that side, and the tree on that side. And the Hydra. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So let's try to take care of that Hydra. We can see this Hydra a lot better. You can actually see its rear a little better. And it's got that nice reflection going because this is a pretty deep area. Also, it's a lot easier to see where the drop-off point is here for the water. Ooh. So you're less likely to fall in. Come on, Hydra. Get in close, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, come on over. So this Hydra might be a little bit stronger than the one in Darkroot Basin, based on the fact that his heads are taking 3 hits to chop off. But at the same time, he doesn't seem to have any more health. Or at least I'm taking him down pretty quickly health-wise. He's definitely going to run out of health before he runs out of heads. Or maybe not. Mathematically, yeah, I think yeah. He's definitely having some issues clipping into the sand there, and that's making my life more difficult. Ooh. And as much as I love this sword, it doesn't fully protect against its water attacks. Come on, bud. Attack with your heads. Just got a bunch of them left. Oh yeah, look at all the way up there. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can move you over a little bit, huh? Oh, come on. I was hoping to get a stab in, deal a little more damage, and I'd have to worry about futzing with his head placement a little bit less, but it looks like it's a lot easier to hit him with a slash. Oh, look at how much it moves back and forth. Oh, it's a pain. Alright, so one thing this Hydra can do that I didn't get to show off is I believe if you, attract his attention, then run over to the other side, he can jump over the entire beach. I didn't want to do that, but at least I killed the Hydra first. And at least these souls are going to be really easy to retrieve, because the Hydra, non-respawning, and it's the only enemy in the entire area. Sort of. Yeah. Ish. So there's no danger. Just running around. Just grab those souls. You can see there's a small little bit of... Oh, hey! Actually, there is an enemy over there, isn't there? What is that thing? Oh! Oh! The clams! The clams are here. The clams from the crystal caves. That's mysterious. What would those clams be doing here? If those clams were like crystal abominations created by Seath's experiments, what are they doing here? I don't know. That's not me being coy. I genuinely don't know, because I didn't remember that these guys were here. So let's see if I can come up with a half-assed explanation while I walk over there. And let's use a little bit of thinking juice here. Okay. I mean, the obvious explanation would be they escaped and somehow got down here, but that is a long way to go. These are like polar opposites of the world. They'd have to climb up out of the caverns to Duke's Archives, the highest point in the entire game, I believe, and then climb down here to the lowest point. What would they be doing here? That's ridiculous. Other explanation, maybe Seath came down here in his research. Oh, actually, that might make sense. Seath might have come down here for research purposes and found these clams and decided to use them for experimentation. Ooh. Because I think there may be reason to think that Seath would have a reason to come down here. Not necessarily concrete evidence that he did. Oh, he's so close to dying. Right there. Also, yeah, they definitely got 5 feet, or 5 legs. Twinkling Titanite, definitely a relationship to Crystal. That's not just me being goofy. And you can see, wow, look at those skulls in there. Those are probably actual skulls, not just a decorative pattern. So, as you may have picked up, this area has a certain relationship to a couple different crafting items. We've picked up a couple dragon scales from the Hydra, and a dragon scale just kind of hanging out back there in the corner, and a dragon scale hanging out in the corner here. Then, plus, we've got these kind of crystal clams. So those 2 materials, and I think that will make a little bit of sense once I poke into that room over there, but I want to check the back. Still trying to mull over... Oh, that's a long path. Still trying to mull over the clams. Because I got a little sidetracked with the Seath idea. Oh, hey. Oh, and there's still a basilisk. Hey. Oh, this, Oh, we're going... I don't think that's the... I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Okay, so this room here isn't what I thought it was, and that actually means that I want to explore it now. Also, light attacks, definitely the way to go for these guys. Looks like. Unless, do we stagger them? No, we don't. We don't stagger them with the heavy. So there's, get more DPS with 2 slashes. Yeah, only 1,000 souls, that's not very much. Okay, so I want to climb these mushrooms and get to that item somehow. But I'm not sure exactly how that works. I mean, even if I get to those mushrooms, those are both way too high. I don't see a ladder anywhere. Can I drop down from above? Let's check the outside. I'm not sure about that. Not sure at all. Oh well, let's not get distracted here. Let's go along this long sandbar. I don't know, I'm not a tidologist. Oceanographer, I guess. Geologist. Oh. Crafty. So they've got these neat little nest things going on here. It's a nice touch. Okay, let's count. Because this has been bugging me, and I combed through the footage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I combed through the footage, and I could not tell for sure how many legs they had, and it was bugging me so much. Okay. So if we were going with the idea that the clams are indeed Seath's experiments, maybe he took them down here when he visited? So that he could experiment closer to the source? Source of what, you might ask? Let's find out. This is all speculation. I have no earthly frickin' idea. Not the foggiest. But so there's an association between the clams and crystal, hence the twinkling titanite. With Seath and crystal, because he was trying to make scales out of crystal, and obviously a connection between Seath and dragons, because he's a dragon without scales and no dragon scales. And lo and behold, actually it's not very clear right now. Lo and behold, there's a frickin' dragon right here. Also, this bonfire's already active. Interesting. So this is the Dragon Covenant. I don't know what it's actually called. But so join this, and you get the Dragon Headstone and the Dragon Eye. And you can offer dragon scales to up your covenant. This guy doesn't say anything, though, which makes it hard to get lore out of him. But he is an everlasting dragon. He is a survivor from the Great Purge told about in the opening cutscene. So let's look at the lore for the Dragon Eye. Find a player who has acquired a dragon scale and invade that player's world to pillage it. An art of the transcendent apostles who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek another plane of existence which transcends life. I don't know what to make of that. That's the first time hearing about it. But it sounds like a group of humans or human-like creatures established a kind of a religion around the dragons, maybe praying to gods that they thought were dead but weren't. And they want to seek another plane of existence which transcends life. My first instinct is that that's everlasting dragons, it's immortality, hence going beyond life. Life and death no longer have any meaning. Path of the Dragon is the name of the covenant, by the way. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. So it's a kind of a group of people who were disillusioned with the fiery gods, the gods like Gwyn who drew their power from the first flame. Because to draw your power from the first flame means to be able to die. And hence vulnerability. So I guess it's apostles who sought immortality via dragons. Then the Dragon Head Stone. Gain a dragon head and emit dragon breath. Dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attainable by transformation into an ancient dragon. This rite is only one step, but it cannot be reversed until death. So, I believe as you level up in this covenant, you will gain more dragon equipment things, and that will let you literally turn into a walking, talking dragon, except for the talking part, and breathe fire. And it's got its own PvP setup and everything. So if you ever seen like a creepy eye on the ground where you would normally see a summon sign, that's what that's about. Anyway, something I didn't know, I don't know a lot of things about this area, but you can cut off this guy's tail and get a weapon and suffer no ill effects. The Dragon Greatsword. Let's see what that's all about. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragon. So again, he's not one of the ones who fought in the war, he's a descendant. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded with two hands. Let's just see what that looks like. So, a couple weapons have this. If you two-hand them, your light attack will be nothing special. If you two-hand them, I think at the cost of durability, you can sometimes shoot shockwaves and stuff. It's pretty badass. But let's see how the durability's looking on that already. Yeah, that cost 50 durability out of 400. You can only use it 8 times before repairing, which makes it okay for PvP, I guess. But yeah, this dude doesn't give a... This guy doesn't care. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about those that item that was in the mushroom house. But as I was saying, Seath may have come down here and like consulted with or observed this everlasting dragon in an attempt to study scales firsthand, to supplement his research into crystal, and that may explain a connection with the crystal clams that Seath had in his lair. I don't know, it's a little tenuous. I'm not sure. But anyway, that is Ash Lake. Not a whole lot to it. You get the slab, you get some, a lot of upgrade materials, actually, of various kinds. And you get a covenant. Very tucked away covenant, that many people just probably didn't know existed. So, what's next? Well, luckily I have a handy-dandy list of things that I wanted to do. Let's head back to Firelink Shrine and go on our big path, our fourth and final late game path.